Welcome back to Miss Kulala's Mystical Musings. Today I'm going to do another school, tarot school vibes is actually what it's called. And this is in response to Sylvan's Way, her first hashtag. And I've been meaning to do this, and I'm making the time now, so stay with me.
School's back in session. School's back in session.
So I did do Amy from Strength Reversed. I did her back to school hashtag. This one is a little bit different. This is going, obviously school's been in session for a little bit. Not that long, really. I think my grandkids have been back to school for almost 2 weeks. Maybe a little bit before, because they went back the last week in August. So, and today is the 11th. So, yeah. Ooh, 9/11. So yeah, let's get into these prompts. I love anything around school because, I'm very much involved with my grandkids and what they have going on, and I'm a forever student. So, and this is a really fun tag. So I hope that others join in. She did this like a month ago. So I will share Sylvan's information and the prompts in the description. But the first prompt is, which deck feels like a new notebook? Choose a deck that feels crisp, clean, and full of potential, like the first page of a brand new journal. Like, I'm very much into deep diving on the Rider-Waite-Smith, and it is because of the symbolism. But, aesthetically, it can get a little boring. So my sister gave me this one, and I have other Rider-Waite-Smith decks, but I love this. And I'm very much, it just feels nice. It's beautiful. And it has the Rider-Waite-Smith. And granted, there's not all the, the color symbolism in it, but it still represents what I know and what I'm learning and diving into. Personally, I think it's gorgeous. So I won't go through all of these because, you've seen it, right? But I love this. And when my sister said, do you want this? I was like, yes, please. So it feels crisp and clean, and I want to have my hands on it. You know what? You do get excited with that new notebook. And I have two for this because this is one that my lovely friend Angela, who's going to be on my channel, so I'll be looking for that in a live, sent me this because I was eyeballing it on her channel, and it's nice. It has the keywords down here, and it's reimagined coloring, and it's another one that's gorgeous. Like, you know me, I love my gilding, and it's just, again, it's look at that. I love it. A blue hand. Yeah. I love this. I absolutely love it. And again, thank you, Angela, because yeah. So that was number 1. The next prompt, number 2, is, which deck inspires learning and mental growth? Pick a deck that stimulates your mind through a complex system, deep symbolism, or thought-provoking imagery. Now, again, the Rider-Waite-Smith does come to mind, but I really like the Rider-Waite-Smith because of the hermetic implications, And I'm very much into the Tree of Life. And this was something that I got in my Hay House subscription, and I'm overwhelmed with how valuable this is. This is the book, and it's the Tree of Life. And it gives all of the, it breaks it down. But not just that, not just that, look at the images. Here you have the 22nd path, justice and adjustment. It's the karmic adjustment for balance and objectivity. I mean, yeah, I absolutely love this deck. And it is one that you can study, let alone just read the book. And I've brought this deck with me many times when I know I'm going to be sitting somewhere and just reading and contemplating. It is very much, I mean, if you go through it without even using it as an oracle and just learn it. I love it. And again, the imagery is just gorgeous. I mean, look at Keter, the crown, source, point, attainment. And look at that. The eagle, the swan. You've got Neptune. I mean, wow. It's just gorgeous. So yeah, that's what I choose for prompt 2. Number 3, which deck feels like a wise teacher? Choose a deck that offers calm, insightful, structured guidance like a favorite mentor or professor. I picked my Mystical Shaman Pocket Oracle because I use this all the time for clarifying and just for a wonderful message, because it is the Mystical Shaman. I mean, and these are beautiful. I had the full size, and I think someone else needed it more than I do. But the pocket is one I take with me everywhere anyway, so I'm good with that. But I mean, these cards alone, the artwork is gorgeous. It's very profound, you know. Every time, even when I pull it for other people are like, oh my gosh, you know, they're very much blown away by the message that they get. And the structure is very much, I mean, you get, I'll show you here. You get the essence, the invitation, and the medicine. So you get a lot when you pull a card. So here we have the essence from we're looking at the council. You're looking at the essence of the card. Then you've got an invitation, what this means for you, and then medicine. So yeah, it's just, it's excellent. It's perfect. And so far it has been very deep and profound. So it's, it speaks to what you have going on in the now. And I can't ask for anything else. It's amazing. So yeah, that's my number 3. Number 4 is which deck feels like finding your people. Pick a deck that feels inclusive, friendly, and relatable. Something that supports connection and belonging. I picked the Unfolding Path. Obviously, I mean, I really could have picked the my Light Seers, because I feel like that's universally done that for all of us. But I wanted to go with one that is very similar to that for me, and that is the Unfolding Path. It's very diverse. The messages, you know, that you find in the artwork are layered upon the Rider-Waite-Smith, and it's just gorgeous. And it speaks to my heart. And it's so, I guess, like modern inspired. Excuse me. Edit. Yeah, it's all of that. It's like finding my people. There is a major connection to this deck. I love it. So yeah, that's my number 4. Number 5, which deck helps me set smart goals? Choose a deck that helps you organize, focus, and stay motivated. Something practical yet inspired. Okay, so this is going to be going in here. This is the 2nd edition, which I have not done a walkthrough yet, of my sister's Love of Spreads Oracle. So I haven't done the walkthrough yet, so I'll show you a little bit, but I just feel like, yes, this is it right here. And I got this right here to put all of that in. because it's 2 editions. So I have the first edition right here, and this will be joining it, because this is all of that. It's practical. It's anything that I need in a spread, and then I can go from there, which don't even get me started on her Book of Secrets and what she has accomplished there. That's another video coming. So yes, stay tuned for the walkthrough of the 2nd edition and digging into her Book of Secrets. All right, number 6. Which deck feels like pencils and lined paper? Pick a deck with clean visuals, structure, or minimalist design, ideal for clear, uncluttered insights. Yes. Okay. I'm showing this is my sister's deck again, but one of my sister's decks, and I feel like, you know, she has created decks that are extremely useful. You know what I mean? And they're not just visually like aesthetically beautiful. She's also created decks that are like very, very helpful. This is one. If you've ever struggled with reading a birth chart and you are into astrology or even new to astrology, you can use this for whatever system you choose. It has the symbol, it has what it represents, and it has keywords. You can't get any, you know what I mean? So yeah, and I put the key because this is a big time key. It's the key to our birth chart. I mean, yeah, this is perfect. You can go through these cards and look at your birth chart and understand it. It's just, oh my gosh. It's so helpful. If you have not purchased yours and you need some help with your birth chart, I'm not just plugging it because I love my sister. I'm plugging it because, my gosh, it's brilliant and it's perfect. And it's so simple. I mean, wow. Yeah. So yeah, that's my number 6. The next prompt is, which deck feels like career prep? Choose a deck that helps you focus on purpose, calling, or academic career development. So I had a little trouble trying to think of what I would use. And honestly, when I worked on the hotlines, this was my go-to. And it is just because of understanding the symbolic meanings, you know, like our dreams speak to us that way. Our subconscious is always speaking to us that way. So, and this is the particular Rider-Waite-Smith that I keep with me at all times. And it's just my centennial. It's in a tin. It's small. And these are the images that I recall looking at any deck, really. So, yeah. Well, they're all upside down, but you get the picture. So, yeah. This is the one. It's just clear. And I think that's why. I got a lot of questions, believe it or not, on the hotlines about career. So, and this is the clearest to me. And that's such an important, venture. You want to be happy in your job. You want, you know what I mean? So those are like, to me, more important sometimes than love, because love can be fleeting. This is like direction, and everything comes back to the support and your infrastructure. So yeah, wow, so important. And so yeah, I would definitely go with this one. Number 8, which deck feels like a research project? Pick a deck with depth, one that makes you want to dig into mythology, history, or spiritual systems. Yes, I've had this for a couple years now, and this is still it. And Benabel put so much work into this, and she combined many mythologies and theology and just anything and everything. And it's so rich. And, if you don't, this was the book that you could get. Oh, it's heavy. The Book of Maps. that, and there's a lot, you know. So my sister and I, and I think, yeah, I think we really dug into this, and it is just, it's phenomenal, phenomenal. So yeah, that's my research project, and I don't know if I'll ever be done researching it. But just to give you, you know, if you haven't seen this, those are the backs. And of course I showed you the gilding, right? I mean, yeah. And she drew all this by hand. I mean, it's just, holy smokes. Talk about, this is a forever project for her. You know what I mean? Just a, wow. And she shows you in the book of maps, you know, there were some, like, this is what I originally was going to do, and then I decided not to do that, and I put this in instead. So she shows you her process also in that book. It's definitely worth having because it goes with it. Yeah, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Wow. Number 9 is, which deck helps me reframe mistakes as lessons? Choose a gentle, encouraging deck that helps you shift your mindset and embrace growth through trial. Now, granted, this is very much digging into your inner child, but most of the things that we do are because of the things that we're unaware of. You know, the shadow that we're unaware of. So no matter what your childhood was like, it's never too late to heal. So most of our mistakes are because of that. And this is, you know, you've got an invitation, you've got the inner child, and then you've got the journey. So, I mean, and again, most of the mistakes that we make are because of the things that we're unaware of. So this brings awareness, and it is gentle. This deck will make you cry. I mean, yeah. It's very gentle, but it's colorful, you know. Limiting beliefs, think about that. Safety, you know. What do we do when we're avoiding something? It's because we want to stay, we're looking for that safe place. Hope. Integration. I mean, wow. Yeah, this was another one that I got in the Hay House, and it's just, it's absolutely wonderful. So grateful. So yeah, that would be my number 9. All right, so number 10 is, which deck helps me find my direction? Pick a deck that feels like a compass or guidepost, ideal for planning your next steps with clarity and courage. There's no way I could get away without, you know, showing you this. And cliche or not, you know, because I know I'm sorry, but this is probably one of the best decks out there. And a lot of people are like, oh, I just see it all the time. Well, okay, I'm not going to apologize. It was one of those decks that I was scrolling through Amazon very much when I was, you know, more of a novice than what I am now. And obviously it was before the pocket edition became available, but I have the mass market because when I first started getting into tarot, it was, I think it was on Kickstarter, I think, or, yeah, and I didn't know anything about it, so I missed my opportunity there, but I was scrolling through Amazon, and it was this image. I'm like, wow, check that out. Look at her eyes. Okay, so I just, you know, I wanted to see what it was about, and then I purchased it, and it's one that I have near me and have had near me ever since. So, I mean, yeah. Again, it's like, it's layering on top of the Rider-Waite-Smith. So, it speaks to me. It speaks to my soul, you know. It's so good. It's so easy to read. And again, I mean, there's a lot of emotion and a lot of, I don't know, connection to the artwork. It's absolutely amazing. This is one of my favorites right here. Freaking love that card. But yeah, again, this one is never far. This one I can take with me. And then, of course, I have the mass market. It's over on my shelf next to me. But yes, so that's it. I want to say thank you to Sylvan. I think this was fun. And anytime I get a chance to really look at my collection, which has gotten much bigger thanks to my sister, it inspires me to play with my tarot more, you know. It's like I get really busy and my day gets away from me and I think, oh my gosh, I didn't touch my tarot today. What is wrong with me? Even though it's in my bag, you know, I get a little bit like too involved in the mundane. And the mundane and the spiritual, I think, need a healthy balance. So having tags like this is just wonderful for, you know, connecting with our tarot again. So I want to say thank you, Sylvan. I think this was an excellent tag, and congratulations on your first VR. I haven't gone back to check to see if you hashtag to see if you've made any more, but this is one that I definitely wanted to do, and I love it. So thank you, and thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I will see you in the next one.